Hello everyone, my name is Ana Guadalupe Torres Hernandez from Universidad Veracruzana in Mexico, and on behalf of my co-authors Alejandro Vera Pedrosa, Susana Anabel Guillén Ramírez, and Juan Elena Guzmán Valdez, I'm very pleased to present our work entitled Implementing a Teacher Training Program Supported by ICT. What makes a good teacher? Jeremy Harmer, a writer, presenter, teacher, and trainer in the field of English language teaching, asked this question to a variety of people such as teacher trainers, teachers, and students. Here are some of their answers. A good teacher makes his or her lessons interesting. A good teacher must love his or her job. Good teachers have a lot of knowledge, not only of their subject. He or she should be able to correct students without offending them. In summary, Harmer simply responds to the question by stating that good teachers care more about their students' learning than they do about their own teaching. These kind of teachers are the ones who worry about preparing themselves and being up to date by doing research, attending to academic events, and of course, getting the necessary training for improving their teaching methods and techniques. The implementing of teacher training courses becomes necessary because teachers have a direct effect on educating the individuals in all the sectors and designing the societies. For this reason, teacher training process has been regarded as one of the most important issues of the education system. In the field of language teaching, there has been an increased demand for language teachers due to the age of communications and the consequent need to train these teachers. The University of Veracruz has about 90 graduate programs, which include specialties, master's degrees, and doctoral programs in the five different regions where the university is located. Most of the degree programs that help training teachers belong to the area of humanities. Among the foreign language programs, we can find one doctoral program in language science and two master degrees, one in teaching English as a foreign language and the other in French didactics. These professional education opportunities are mostly centered in the city of Jalapa, which is the capital city of the state of Veracruz. So applicants have to move from their cities to study one of these programs, carrying them time and economic problems. For this reason, the UV International Office and the language centers started a collaboration agreement with the Office of High School Education in the state of Veracruz to develop a special teacher training program for high school teachers of English from all over the state. This program was called Diploma in Training and Certification of Language Teachers. This paper describes the implementation of the Diploma in Training and Certification of Language Teachers at the Costa Rica Language Center, as well as the work that was carried out in the module Fundamentals of Instructional Design and Assessment of English Language. It mainly aims at comparing the results obtained by two generations of students who work with different educative platforms. The importance of this diploma is derived from the impact of globalization on Mexican national education that is tangible in the educational reform of 2013 and in the design of current educational programs based on the competency approach. The diploma aimed at updating the secondary school English teachers to help them improve the educational quality of their teaching through their own language enrichment and a specialized pedagogical training. The total length of the program was 270 hours, after which most graduates were able to speak English in a B2 level, according to the Common European Framework, and develop pedagogical skills and teaching competences. The diploma's fourth module was named Instructional Design and Assessment of the English Language. It aimed at strengthening the elaboration of an instructional design and learning materials as well as students' assessment. It involved the teacher's preparation through in-person sessions, usually on Saturdays, and the rest of the work through ICT and educative platforms. So far, there has been two generations of teachers attending this module, Group 2016 and Group 2017. The in-person sessions were carried out in the same form for both groups, but the asynchronous work mediated by ICT was different. The first group worked with our institutional platform called Deminus, and the second group worked with Google Drive. Asynchronous work through Eminus platform. Group 2016 worked online activities through Eminus, the institutional platform. The dynamics consisted of signing in to find out the different tasks they had to do, download instructions and materials, and upload their tasks. For questions or doubts, students use the platform forums in order to share them with instructor and their classmates. So, feedback was for everyone. Group 2017 worked online activities through Google Drive with the agreement of being aware of the emails sent by the teacher. Those emails contain the tasks with their corresponding instructions and materials for students to elaborate and send them back. For questions or doubts about the tasks, these students used a WhatsApp group. Now we present a comparative of similarities and differences between Group 2016 and Group 2017. Let's start with the similarities. In both generations, 8 students were able to finish Module 4 of the diploma. Most students were English teachers at the city of Costa Rica. Most students were women. Most students were not familiarized with the module's contents. Arithmetic mean of students' grades was 8.75, and finally, both generations were enthusiastic to work online. Differences. In Generation 2016, teachers had a higher level of English. All students did a good management of their tasks in the Eminus platform. Most students uploaded their tasks and homeworks on the deadline. Not many questions or doubts about the tasks and homeworks were posted in the Eminus forum, and they obtained regular grades in the final written exam. In Generation 2017, teachers had a lower level of English. Most students did a good management of their tasks in Google Drive. Most students sent their tasks, homeworks, and extra class work after the deadline. Many questions or doubts about the tasks and homework posted in the WhatsApp group, and they obtained good grades in the final written exam. Conclusions. This paper described the implementation of a diploma in training and certification of language teachers at the Costa Rica Language Center in Mexico, and presented a brief comparative with similarities and differences of the results obtained by 2 generations of students who worked with different educative platforms. The groups were very similar in number of students, gender, and the city where they work. Both of them haven't read before about the contents of the module, so they learned a lot of techniques and methodologies. Even though both groups were keen to work online, Group 2017 experienced more problems than Group 2016 working this way. Students from Group 2017 were not able to deliver their tasks on time and had a great difficulty on understanding the same instructions given to Group 2016. It was possible to notice a higher level of language management through essays and presentations in Group 2016 than in Group 2017. However, both of them obtained the same arithmetic mean in their final grades due to a better performance from Group 2017 on the final written exam. In conclusion, as the use of different platforms to manage students' online work did not affect their final grades, it is important to keep promoting this kind of educative resources to help teachers make a creative use of the information and communication technologies and foster the autonomous learning. Paper references. Thanks for your attention.